We are filming. I am filming. I do not really refer to myself as we. That was strange. I am filming a video talking about how people can use very seemingly small things in order to energetically manipulate and siphon from somebody like you, because you only clicked on this video if you resonate with me, with high energy, with high vibration, high frequency. The thing about this world is there's contrast everywhere, including people. And people are always going to be drawn to the light like moths to a flame. So it's really important to be able to quickly discern the types of people that will hurt you in the end, because they don't really value you, they value what you hold. Okay? So the things that I'm going to be talking about are actually on my notes app, so I'm recording this on my phone because my camera died. So I have to end it, check the note, and then come back and speak about it. So that's why you'll be seeing some pauses where I usually don't have any cuts in my videos, but at least you know why. Okay, so I decided just to quickly write down what I could in my journal, and as I was writing them down, I didn't write down everything. This is definitely going to be a two-part video because I realized how many examples there are in order to give for each point. So we're going to begin with the first 6 points that I have here. 7. One of them kind of ties into the other though. So the first one that we have is anybody who undermines your emotion in any way is attempting a very simple type of energetic manipulation. They are presenting a pedestal. This pedestal is well-being, and they are seeing where you are okay with being in their lives. An example is a friend who tells you about past trauma in their life. They tell you very openly, and if you're anything like me, you just listen with an open heart and an open mind, because you were once in a place of craving friendship, craving a soundboard, a human soundboard to listen to you and reflect back the love and comfort that you're seeking in telling them in the first place. So you listen to this friend and they tell you all about, whatever happened to them or what they're going through, even if it's good things. I just am trying to paint a picture of somebody that talks about themselves to the point where when it comes time for you to talk about yourself, they undermine how you feel. They undermine your emotions. They're incapable of being a listening mind, a listening heart, just like you were for them. This has happened in multiple relationships. And I don't just mean intimate, I also mean friendships, familial especially. I had a lot of family members that were like this, that just want to talk at you, and it's because energetically they feel their well-being is above yours. Because at the same time, in these same relationships, I would look to them to be what I was for them, which is only fair, right? And they were incapable of doing this. And I always thought, well, there must be something wrong with me, when in reality, they are incapable of the width that our hearts can hold. They're incapable of just listening when it doesn't serve them, because these are selfish creatures. They have something within them that is feeding off of attention, your attention. I'm speaking to somebody's very specific people here, okay? So if you're not resonating, this video is not for you, okay? So just go watch something else. I'm speaking to people that have a large energetic presence, a healing presence. People want to tell you all about themselves, all about themselves, because you are able to see them. Yellow butterfly. A lot of the time when you are in contact with people like this, it's very easy to pick up on the type of person they are because of how often they crave your attention on them. Just on them. Okay? I feel like that is a good way for people to understand how undermining emotions isn't something that should be taken lightly. Feeling like your well-being is not valued by somebody that supposedly wants to be in your life is a big red flag, because there's something that they're gaining. There's always something that they're gaining by being around you, but it's unequal if they cannot give you the same love, care, and affection that you so selflessly give to them. They undermine your value when they undermine your emotions. I'm speaking to people that may in the past have considered themselves very emotional, very sensitive. You've definitely turned this around into your superpower. You see it as a gift to be able to feel so deeply. You can see so deeply as well. And energetic manipulators are attracted to this like moths to a flame. So be very cautious. And it doesn't have to be friends, intimate partners. It can be your own family members as well. Okay? Devaluing contribution is the next point. This can look plenty of different ways. This can look like cooking for hours in order to host for your friends or your family, and nobody really thanking you for all of your time and effort besides one person. I'm also aware of the fact that we are all living in our own worlds, essentially our own worlds, but empathy is being able to live here and also out here. Empathy is being able to extend the heart out. That's what empathy is being able to feel another person, how they're feeling, right? So when you put in time and effort into something for a specific person or a specific group of people, and your contribution is not recognized, it doesn't mean that you are craving attention or that you need the acknowledgement. It's not coming from that place. It's coming from a humane way of living. Being thankful for the people that pour into you. When you do the pouring, you deserve the thanking. You deserve the praise. You deserve the love back. That's how the universe sees us. Have you ever noticed that when you give up the struggle and you focus on prayer and faith, that things work out? It's because you're pouring into your Creator, who then feels they are able to pour back into you because of that acknowledgement. It's an exchange. It's not a transaction, it's an exchange of energy. The universe, God, they understand that, obviously, they are that. When you come across energetic manipulators, they are unable to be this way because they won't survive. Devaluing contribution can also be something as simple as this can be a little heavy for some people, but devaluing contribution can look like when you leave a friendship or an intimate relationship, or you step away from a certain family member because you can feel your energy being drained, and let's say they have something going for them. Okay, let's say that they received a large sum of money, and back when you were interacting with them and always giving them your attention, they would have taken you out to dinner, or they would have bought you something. Because you pulled simply your energy away, because you were feeling drained, excuse me, they no longer feel like they should care for you in that way. I hope I'm making sense. I feel that certain people will understand what I'm saying. And essentially what I'm saying is, they only valued you when you didn't value yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is devaluing contribution, because a real solid person, a whole person, would understand that you're feeling drained, and they would still make an effort to show you you are appreciated for all of the times that you were in their life, showing up for them, being there for them. The third part is overlooking appearance, overlooking looks, essentially. This often happens in friendships, when you're going out, let's say with your girls, you get all dressed up, and this has happened to me where one person will compliment every other person in the group. This yellow butterfly just keeps coming to say hi. Oh, it has a partner. Oh. What was I saying? I was with a group of girls, and this one person was complimenting everyone that we came with, except for me. No part of my body felt like I needed the compliment, but intuitively, I know why she did that. This also happened in intimate relationships. I'll just preface it with this. When you're with your person, when you're with your partner, they are going to make you feel, or they do make you feel, like the most beautiful, most gorgeous, perfect being that has ever walked this earth. That's your significant other. That's your soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I just call it my person. When you are with them, it's very obvious then and there how crappily you were treated in the past. I had an ex who, every time we would go out, I would have to ask them, how do I look? Because it was never just given. It was never, you look beautiful, you look gorgeous. It was never any of that. It was always, I had to do the first step. When, you know this, it's a given in a truly loving relationship. That's a sign of jealousy, okay? When they withhold commenting or compliments about you. When they withhold compliments about your being, it's because they are jealous, and the only way that they can make you feel less than, because you're confident. I'm speaking to somebody that's confident, that can walk into any room alone and feel good. That threatens jealous people. That threatens insecure, jealous people especially. And going back to that example with the group of girls, I didn't have a physical reaction to it. I didn't even make a face when I noticed it. What I did was analyze them for the rest of the evening. I still enjoyed myself, but I analyzed how they interacted with me for the rest of the evening a lot closer than I would have before. My intuition was telling me something in that moment, and I'm glad I listened, because this person is an energetic manipulator. And you'll know if you're around one, because it's constantly a question of what you are bringing to the table. And as uncomfortable as that can feel, it's for your highest and greatest good. I needed to see that so that I would no longer give this person and these certain people my energy, my time, my presence especially. Your presence, by the way, in case you didn't know, your presence is healing. Your presence holds codes that interact and communicate with other souls on a subconscious level. People feel a pull towards you and they can't explain it. Some people can, the right people can. Most people cannot explain it. They are attracted to it. And be cautious of people that I'm hearing, like all of these different noises, kind of like distractions to tell me, or to tell you rather, that it's important to be cautious of people that distract you with gold, shiny things, with I love yous, with very sparse compliments. Be cautious of this, because I'm speaking to somebody that values people's words in a way. You give people the benefit of the doubt for the most part. When they have something good to say about you, thank you. Hopefully that's not too loud. I can't control it. You say thank you. You know, you're open in terms of your energy, and it's important to be cautious of people that do that try to distract you with certain things to make you feel as though you need them in a way. Okay. I have to go soon, but we're going to end off with the last one. Actually, not the last one. I have 3 more here, but I have to go, so we're going to make this a 3-parter, I think. Divulging confidential information. When you tell things to people in confidence, okay? I'm actually going to bring you in closer for this last one. We're talking about confidential information. When you tell somebody how personal and private things in your life are affecting you, and they make it a point to tell it to other people, it's because they are energetically manipulating the way that you see yourself. They're trying to make you believe you are the things that you deal with, you are the things that you go through. And this is because that's how they view themselves. It's not a reflection of you, but they're trying to get you to feel that way, because that's how energetic manipulation works. They're attempting to put negative thought forms into your energetic field, and they're crossing their fingers that you take hold of them and believe them to be you. They're not you. What's really important to know about people that divulge your sensitive information to people you didn't tell it to is they have no real power over you. Remember that you are not the things you go through. You are not the things you experience. They make you stronger. You take away these people's power when you know that. That's all that they're trying to do, is affect your energy. You can easily pull it back to you when you remember that you're a sovereign being, and nothing that nobody says or does can be used against you. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get this posted, and I'll have an update on part 2 and 3 today or tomorrow, I promise. I just have to go right now. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.